next claim is abortion is a grave moral evil. My next claim is empathy can be toxic and lead to sin. My final claim is progressivism and Christianity are at odds. Hi, I'm Allie Beth Stuckey. I'm the host of the podcast Relatable.
Jubilee, I need you to calm the fuck down. Whoever you got on Jubilee to spew even more hate is the reason people push back on Christianity so much. This brings me to a point that I know I've been saying for a long time. These quote-unquote Christians make a mockery of Jesus' teachings. The people who claim to be Christians and spout Bible verses in comment sections, it is all about taking certain verses and twisting them. And when priests, people who have to study and get into seminary and devote their entire life to Christianity and the word of the Bible, come on here and talk about what's not in the Bible and people don't like it, he's not a real priest, because he doesn't preach the hatred that I use Christianity to preach. After priests are talking about being anti-abortion is not in the Bible. Like, there's no actual phrases. And then when people bring that up, they talk about, well, the Bible may not explicitly say that, but we know what's immoral. Clearly, you don't know what's immoral. If you want to go back to, the 10 Commandments and thou shalt not murder, you really pick and choose which murder you want to go about with. The murder of innocent people with gun violence, y'all are cool with that. Charlie Kirk over here talking about how it's cool if people die for a Second Amendment right, but then being anti-abortion? Excuse me? If all you're doing is taking from a book that is the outline of your life and now implying things that lack kindness and consideration, just basics. We don't even have to get into the weeds of it all. God only knows that those who preach that they're Christians and go on these type of programs do not actually care about the Bible. They don't read it. They don't follow Jesus's teachings. They don't practice compassion. This host, who apparently has a podcast called Relatable, one of her prompts is empathy leads to evil. What? See, now my cat is upset. Jesus hung with what we refer to as the ladies of the night to feed the poor, and also preached kindness to strangers, to have empathy for those you do not have the same experiences. He would be technically an immigrant. Jesus does not preach looking down at people on your moral high horse. What are you all doing? Truly, what are you guys doing? I don't get it. So maybe if you are someone who claims to be Christian, instead of looking your nose down at people who live in a quote-unquote life of sin, how about you practice what Jesus did and listen to them and their experiences? And if you can't garner empathy for those who are less blessed than you, then maybe don't talk. Maybe stay in your home, because not only are you kind of useless to society if you can't be kind to other human beings, especially if they're not in your tax bracket, but you're not helping anyone by spewing nonsense from the Bible that isn't even accurate. Well, I know I didn't grow up Christian, but I've been told I practice more of what Jesus taught than the people I know who claim to be Christian. Weird, right?